Professor Julie Lee, members of the assessment panel, colleagues, good evening. It's really my pleasure to be here to welcome you to this workshop, and truly wonderful to be able to see you in person and not just on Zoom after such a long interval. I still remember looking at the screen and with colleagues from the different institutions and universities gathering together different places throughout Hong Kong. So I think this is really a wonderful opportunity for us to meet, and also colleagues from the different institutions can mingle a bit and see each other in person. This workshop is really rather special. First, as I said, after 2 years of virtual meetings because of the COVID pandemic, we are finally returning to getting together face-to-face in the same place. Second, we have reached a rather important milestone in the research development of the self-financing sector. The 3 competitive research funding schemes for the local self-financing sector is entering the 10th round this year. So really quite a milestone for all of us here and for the sector as a whole. I think we should really give ourselves a round of applause for reaching this milestone. Now, let me share some figures that may be of interest to you. In the past 9 rounds of the research funding schemes for the SF sector, the UGC processed over 2,000 proposals and funded a total of 611 projects with an allocation amounted to 666 million. I think it's quite an auspicious number in Chinese, particularly in Mandarin, 666. Maybe we'll reach 888 soon. So we're pleased also to see that a more vibrant research culture has been built up in the SF sector, and researchers like you are able to keep up the momentum of the research activities even under the challenging environment during the pandemic. In fact, we received over 300 applications in the last exercise. So very, very encouraging trend. So on behalf of the UGC, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to all of you for your active support to the 3 research funding schemes. We at the UGC are also very much encouraged by the government's commitment to research excellence and recognition of the importance of academic research in serving national goals. I'm sure everyone is aware of the vision of the National 14th Five-Year Plan in supporting Hong Kong's development as an international innovation and technology center. The Chief Executive has set out in the policy address the broad directions to chart Hong Kong's path towards this vision. While the UGC welcomes proposals from all disciplines, we would also encourage scholars with the relevant background and expertise, including those from the SF sector, to dedicate more research efforts and nurture more young talents in support of Hong Kong's strategic priorities. We have issued a call for application for the 10th exercise for the schemes earlier this month. If you have any good and innovative research ideas, please don't hesitate to submit your application by the deadline of 1st of March next year. So that's really, I think, the key date for the SF sector. The workshop is this evening is organized to, in a way, offer I think we're saying enhance your understanding, but I think really we're trying to see whether our experts here could offer advice on how to prepare good submissions. So tips for having successful applications, really. Now, we have, of course, distinguished speakers this evening. The MC has introduced them. And then we have 3 outstanding grant awardees who would be able to share their experience in preparing successful proposals. They are Dr. Stella Chen from the School of Health Sciences, Caritas Institute of Higher Education, Dr. Helen Wong from the Division of Business and Hospitality Management, Poly-U Suite, Dr. Bobo Lau from the Department of Counseling and Psychology, Hong Kong Shiyan University. Of course, we are really glad to have Professor Julie Lee, Chairman of the Assessment Panel, who would be able to offer some observations on the assessment process. And the other subject conveners of the assessment panel, Professor Carl Chen, responsible for business studies, Professor Wilson Liu, engineering, Professor Kenneth Sin, humanities and social sciences, and Professor Chris Wong, biology and medicine, will join the Q&A session together with Professor Lee. May I now take this opportunity to express my gratitude to all our speakers today, and also to City University of Hong Kong for making available this very nice venue, and also our supporting team who have worked so hard to make this event happen. So I hope you will find the workshop useful in preparing your submission, and make use of this opportunity to get to know colleagues from the other institutions and universities better. We look forward to receiving excellent proposals from you. Thank you.